Hello, YouTube. I am Goddess Just Be. I help people on their wellness journey in the areas of mind, body, and soul. Today, in the Inner Being Church, we're going to talk about some esoteric knowledge, all things within. So, welcome. I am your first lady, Goddess Just Be. And in this Inner Being Church, our mission is to illuminate the depths of your inner self, to challenge your core beliefs, the ones that's not serving you anyway, in an effort to put you up to speed with who you really are, because you could be doing half anything that you put your mind to in this realm, and we're going to talk about it. Today, we're going to come from a scripture like every other day. Where my mom at? Like every other day. Today, we're going to talk about health and wellness, but it's going to be the spiritual concept of it. I'm not talking about the meal plans. I help people with health and wellness as it pertains to their blood type. That's available on my website if you need that information. It's basically weight loss cheat codes, foods that are highly beneficial in the physical reality, which is only 0.01% of your human experience. Foods that are highly beneficial, herbs, your teas, your condiments, your nuts, your seeds, your fruits and vegetables, all things based upon your blood type. But today, we're going to be talking about the spiritual essence of your blood type. So if you need anything in the physical reality, head over to my website and find out. If you don't know your blood type, first you find out your blood type. The first button on my website is how do I find out my blood type? Is in red, right? You click on that and you get your Eldon, Eldon at home kit, where you can prick your finger in the privacy of your home, dip it with a little bit of water on the little card that's provided. Look at the little cheat code and you find out what the plasma in your blood, how it formed and matched up with the cheat code, and you'll know your blood type. 3 minutes tops, right? That's physical though. That's physical. I have detoxes on my website. I have herbs on my website. I have the Wild Yam Butter, which is viral, on my website. I have the Wokus F Blood Type Connection course available on my website, and so much more. All things conscious, all things blood type connected and related. There is power in your blood. But today, though, we're talking about spiritual, the principalities and rulers of darkness, like, right? That's in your mind. We're talking about the 99.99% as it pertains to your health and wellness on this particular live. Oh, I forgot to put the 9. Okay, we'll go do like that. 99.99% as it pertains to health and wellness, and that's going to be the spiritual side of it. The spiritual side of it. And a lot of you all may start complaining in the comments when I share this here with you. But I gotta forewarn you, this live ain't gonna be for everybody. Cause somebody typed that on the screen on all three of these lives. We live over here on YouTube. We live over here on God is Just Be Healthy. We live over here on God is Just Be. Cause somebody on all three of them lives put in them comments, this is not for everybody. You gonna know this isn't gonna be for everybody. Okay, it's not. Thank you. Hey Roy, I see you, man. Thank you, Pillow. Thank you, boss. Okay, y'all got it. Somebody over here, this is not for everybody. We got it on YouTube. Hey, Rita, Blue Diamond by Kiva. I see you, Miss Lewis. Dawana. Okay, greetings. This live ain't for everybody. Okay, we got it. Good. It's not. Promise you it's not. Because we talk about energy, frequency, and vibration, and everything, or everyone, should I say, is vibrating at a different frequency. Okay? All of it's God. But some people that's vibing over here, they're not gonna be able to digest this here. So for you, maybe you're a babe, so to speak, in Christ. For you, I say you could stay if you want to download this to your subconscious mind for when you're ready. Or if it triggers you and you like, no, but what the hell? Then you just wait a little while longer. Maybe it'll come back on YouTube one day when you just scrolling when you're ready though. Okay? Our scripture of the day is going to come from Matthew 4:4. Matthew 4:4. And it says, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeded out of the mouth of God. You remember that one? It's not for everybody. Okay? And so first of all, we're going to do the numerology real quick to get that out of the way before I forget. You know I do tarot. You know I study numerology. What's interesting to me in the biblical text is when certain scriptures have certain numbers next to them. Yesterday, we did Hebrews 11:1. And I was sharing with you all how the 111, kind of like 11:11 in the spiritual community, how the ones is like a portal is open. That scripture was now faith. Now it's saying the portal was open for you to get everything that you was asking for through having now faith, the ability to be in the now. That's what we talked about yesterday. Today, we're talking about Matthew 4:4. 4 in tarot, 4 in spirituality, for the meaning of it. Always in tarot is going to bring about stability. It's going to bring about structure. It's going to bring about alignment, pretty much foundation, the root, right? That's a moment. Even if your house, the house that you live in right now, if your address, if you live at 1111 Bird Circle Lane or whatever, if your address, if you add your 1 plus your 1 plus your 1 plus your 1 together, and you get the sum of it, if your address equals 4, you in that particular house right now, energetically radiating that you are in a season of stability. You get that? So as it pertains to this scripture, this is about stability, foundation, right? Y'all with me on there? Beautiful. And so foundation equals you in the season of becoming into alignment, right? This is an alignment season. This scripture is telling you or teaching you about alignment. Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God. Alignment in them. That's really what the scripture is saying. It's saying if you get in alignment, then it don't even matter. I have 3 pages, right? God is just be JC. I have God is just be healthy, and then I have my God is just be page, right? And on my healthy page, I haven't rather been posting that much. I think I got about 15,000. I used to be on it. And it's not that I don't want to ever post on it. It's just that it's kind of hard. That's not a good word. I don't like that word. Let me bring that back. It's kind of not me being in alignment with my totality of God, talking about what you can and you can't do. It just really, even though I'm a blood type connection catalyst, y'all, I'm a herbalist, y'all, but it gets a little, nah. I made that video, but I don't want to post it. I got about 100 drafts, y'all, just to let you know on that page. I got 100 of them. Like, do I want to put this out there? No, because sometimes as it pertains to spirit, you could be putting yourself spiritually inside of a box too. When you're talking about, no, you got to eat this when it's alive, and this when it is dead, and this when it's dead, because man should not live by bread alone. Like, there's something far greater than diet, y'all. Something far greater. And if you look right here, I can share with you the far greater thing is spirit, right? Diet is over here. Diet is only the 0.01% of the human experience. This is diet over here. Diet is 0.01. But spirit is the 99.99. Hence, man should not live by this 0.01, but by every word that proceeded out of this 99.99%. Are y'all with me so far? You study it also? Oh, good for you. I see you. Y'all with me? Y'all with me? So let me tell you this. Hey, Keith, let me tell you this here. Let me ask you a question about alignment. Alignment, I share with you all that alignment feels good, right? You know, I tell you all the time, you'll know if you're in alignment by how you feel. Like how I tell you all the time, how you feel matters. For those of you that have the radiating magnet, I tell you, oh, okay, you're in the red, you're going down. You know, you have this internal GPS system. And when you're going down, you're going to feel it, because that's the feeling that you're going to experience, because you ain't in alignment with your inner being. But when you're in alignment with your inner being, you feel good, right? Remember that part? I teach you that all the time. So you feel good because you're going up. And you know by the way that your emotions are being expressed. You know by the joy and the happiness and the optimistic outlook you have on life, right? So when you're in love with somebody, don't you feel good? Do you feel good when you're in love? Huh? Don't you feel good because you're in alignment, right? Here's the next question I'm going to ask you. I'll wait for the answer. Let's see, the last person that was Cuba Chef. Hey Cuba, I see you. That was the last person over there. The last thing over here I see is M Love over here. And the last one, the one over here is the last comment. Okay, I'm gonna remember that now. I have a question and I won't see what the comments gonna say about this here. Don't you feel good when you eating? I mean, you chose that item. Like, I don't care if it's your chips, I don't care if it's your candy, your chitlins, your whatever. Don't you feel good when you eating? Okay, 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 okay. I see Boss says facts. I see Chief says facts. Okay. I see introvert. I see the one. Yes, don't you feel good? So wait, we got these herbalists. I'm a blood type connection catalyst. I'm not downing nobody because everything does. Understand that everything does have a frequency, even in the inside of this 0.01. It does. But if you're spiritually feeling good, what the herbalist talking about? What am I talking about as a blood type connection catalyst when I tell you, well, you should be eating, it's beneficial. I don't say should. It's beneficial if you get the foods that's in alignment with your ancestors, in alignment with your blood type. Like, right? They're going to increase that microbiome diversity in your gut. Huh? They're going to create that hydrochloric acid and digestive enzymes that your body needs to properly digest food. But scratch out all of that. You feel good when you eat that food that you enjoy. That's alignment. So what's the problem? Why do we have so many healers out here telling us no, no, you kick Mr. Dr. Sebi? He said don't eat the cranberry and the carrot, pour garlic, pour pineapple. Mr. Dr. Sebi said no, and so they got people in physical reality saying no, I can't. Dr. Sebi said no. Then I don't know I don't keep up with her. There was other people. I think his name is Akung. Y'all know who I'm talking about, Aku. Anyway, these are that white man that tell you to eat the fruit. I don't know their name, y'all, and I'm not trying to be ugly. I really don't know the people's name. I just heard of them, and they'll tell you to eat the fruit, like right, just the berries, like right, you know. Everybody's supposed to just live off of fruit. They have many of them. Oh, I remember one of them named Nature Boy. Nature Boy. He was a little fruitarian kind of guy, like right. But it comes a moment in your journey where you are operating in this physical. Keep in mind, diet 0.01. This gonna represent the physical aspect. So it comes a moment we right before you really truly wake up to the totality of all being God. It comes a pivotal moment, and you like, wait, if all is God, isn't all this food right here is God? If all is God, wait, I feel good when I get my favorite snack. Why would I want to stop feeling good? Because feeling good is the key. Joy is the key, right, Goddess? Love is the key. Happiness is the key. So what's going on? Anybody? Tommy said, I feel good about every day of my life. Yeah. So here's the thing that I know, it is with my knowing that we are overlooking. Just like we say alignment and in, shouldn't we be paying attention to how we feel before we put that food in our mouth, regardless of what food it is? I think we're missing that part. I think that's the thing. Because here's the thing. Guilt while you eating these foods is really the destroyer. Yeah, because how you feel matters. And so if you in love all of a sudden with this ice cream, and then you scrolling and somebody told you that that's called pus, that's not beneficial. How you feel guilt every time, and you begin to call it, oh, this is my guilty pleasure. You said, this is my guilty pleasure. Doesn't that mean that you now are out of alignment because you feel guilty? back to the question that I just asked you, when you're in love, it feels good to be in love. And you fall out, if you fall out of love with that partner, you feel in some kind of way. You just like, oh God, what I'm gonna do? It's letting you know that at your best, even though the relationship to you seemingly had to end, at your best, you vibrated, you was in alignment with your inner being when you was in love. You the one started wobbling. That's the reason why you fell out of this thing called love. And the same thing happens with food. You start wobbling, you start guilt tripping about your food. And now it is causing you to feel some kind of way, right? When all is God. And if you are so busy chosen and you're so busy conscious, why can't you speak life into your food, Christ conscious one? Why aren't you, me, looking at our food through the eyes of God? That nothing shall by any means harm us. If you're in alignment, you should be able to do that. If you're in alignment, you understand this biblical text that man should not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeded out of the mouth of God, because you God. In this realm, experience it itself. And to experience yourself, you're going to experience the low foods and the high foods. Everything has a frequency, including the foods. Of course, they're going to have some that are going to be on an aesthetic range, because God, the totality of God, is vibrating at different frequencies in you, in the food, in your reflections, in everything. But all of it is God, baby. So is it safe to say our mind just ain't there? Don't nothing flirt better than bacon. But is it safe to say if the food is toxic versus if the food is healthy, the food is still God's, though, is my point here. Because God reigns on the just as well as the unjust. God vibrates at all frequencies. Were you not, so let's bring it up in here. Were you not an expression of God when you were asleep.com and didn't know yourself? Hello, somebody. Were you not an expression of God when you was full of hate and you hadn't just balanced your energy just yet? Were you not an expression of God when you knew nothing about alignment and you was just pissed off and wish somebody would? You were still God. You was just vibrating at a different frequency. Right? All is God. Some of y'all ain't ready for this. Some of y'all don't know how to digest this, but it is my promise to you that all is God. Y'all get this here? And so when you eat something and you begin to feel guilty, an emotion that's letting you know that you're not in alignment, that's all that's happening. Same thing with how you feel as it pertains to whether or not you're in alignment with your inner being. You eat something and you over here feeling guilty? Well, it's just saying that I'm not in alignment while I'm eating. This is what in the biblical text the Christ conscious ones said in the new contract. The old contract pointed out, oh, you can't eat the pork. It's so unclean in the physical reality. And you shouldn't eat this here crab. And you shouldn't eat this and that and the third in the book of Leviticus. But then you get to the new contract. Matthew is in the new contract where man should not live by bread alone. Where Christ conscious one, you once upon a time said, oh, just bless your food, baby. Don't worry about that no more. Just bless your food. Well, what changed? Oh, the old contract was a 0.01%. And it told you a whole bunch of stuff about physical. Well, the new contract in that biblical text where Matthew is, it was talking about the spirit. And it just said, oh, just bless your food. You just go on and bless it. You'll be all right. Because all is God anyway. Oh, you're going to be all right. Your alignment should not be at risk by what you eat, is what I'm saying here. And a lot of you ain't ready for this here. Alignment should not be at risk by the things that you're putting in your mouth. This is why thank you, Inner Being. This is why it also says, it's not what man puts inside of his mouth that defiles him. It's what's coming out. Oh, it's that guilt that's radiating out there. because all is God. Y'all getting this here? So what I'm saying is you should be eating from the inside out. You don't sit at the table that's prepared with a meal and you begin to eat from the outside in. No. It might seem like that because you're picking up this food off of this here plate and you're going to put it in that mouth and you're going to digest that thing. No. If you're conscious, you understand alignment and then. If you're conscious, you understand this. You should understand this. That means I need to be eating from the inside out, not from the outside in. So before I even touch that thing, I have to be prepared of being in alignment inside. I have to have my 99.99% spiritual essence radiating that all is God and nothing shall be by any means to harm me. So since I have took care of the inside before I ate, now it's okay to grab that thing and eat that thing. Because I transform the energy of that thing and I'm radiating that you know you got to step up to my level. Come on. Do what I say do. You ain't gonna get up in here and do what you want to do. No, I'm eating from the inside out. I'm eating you up. You ain't gonna get up in here and eat me up. This is the spiritual side. A lot of people ain't ready. This is why you bless your food. This is why it should not be affecting your vibration or your alignment. No food. But here's the tricky part about this for those that's up in there. Well, could I eat poison ivy then? Come on. When you in alignment, you always know better than to go eat poison ivy because you don't want no damn poison ivy. For me, I'll use me as an example. Like in the physical reality, I don't want pork. Somebody said bacon, to the smell of it because of my physical journey, because I have altered my journey in the physical, my diet, my 0.01 says, I don't want no pork. I don't care what you do with the pork. I don't care if you rinse it off with a hose pipe. Full screen jet hose pipe that'll get all the bacteria. I don't want it. It stinks to me. I just don't want it. So in that same said alignment, pork don't feel good to me. How I feel while in alignment matters, right? So I will go instead for something that feels better to me. You see what I'm saying here? To stay in alignment. And now I still have that love for that food. I don't love pork. I don't love poison ivy. I don't love chitlins. Those are the things that I love. But if I did love them, and I knew about my spiritual essence, my 99.99, and this was some chitlins sitting up in here, and though it stink, I love the stench of it. I'm going to eat my chitlins. But before I do, I'm going to really have a totality of what it means to bless my food. Because before I pick up my chitlin, I have to make sure I'm eating from the inside. I have to make sure that I'm radiating that man shall not live by bread alone. I have to make sure that I'm seeing these chitlins through the eyes of God, that nothing shall by any means harm me, that I have the power over this. It ain't gonna wild out when it gets inside of me. I ain't gonna feel no guilt while I'm chewing, when I pick it up, while I digest it. I ain't gonna feel like I'm gonna start stinking like it stinks. It's gonna leave me a heavenly aroma inside of me. That has to be how my mind is working in spirit. If not, if my mind ain't at that level, this is why I say this ain't for everybody, because this here level of thinking ain't for everybody. If my mind ain't at that level, them chitlins gonna cause me dis-ease and disharmony.
And so that's what we really have. Let's call it what it is. We have people who don't have that mindset just yet, and ain't nothing wrong with that. We are all on a journey, and we will all be forever students to the source. So we have people in the physical reality that never programmed their mind. Their mind ain't just there just yet. So for those people that aren't there, yes, you need to be eating based upon your blood type. And you know that you ain't there by the way you feel, by your dis-ease in the physical reality or lack of dis-ease. That's how you know. Because there are people, and this makes so much sense as it pertains to the people with the fat backs. They got some people with fat backs that don't have no health issues, that eat what they want to and they enjoy their food. They love their food. And then there'll be a person, they're supposed to be conscious, like, right? They're supposed to understand that all is God, and they're looking at them, man, I don't know how you do it. You need to stop that because Dr. Sabian said no. But Dr. Sabian and them other doctors and them other healers can't get in them other people's head and give them a new law. What Dr. Sabian said can't penetrate to them other people's 99.999%. That all is God, that I love my food. But what begins to happen with those type of people, and the cycle repeats and repeats and repeats, they allow, once upon a time, they're going to allow something that they see to scare them. Oh, I don't have no health issues, but everybody keep telling me that I'm going to die. And those thoughts, because thoughts are contagious, right? Those thoughts, they pick up, because we're talking about the spiritual realm. We're talking about the 99.9%. This is collective consciousness. The thoughts of others, they don't allow them thoughts of others to penetrate inside of them. And now all of a sudden they're feeling guilty, disease. Oh man, they got out of alignment with their inner being. Before that, they wasn't having no dis-ease. Before that, they you know how sometimes we'll look at the heavier set people and be like, boy, them heavy set people be light on they toes. They could dance, they could cook. Before that, that person maybe was dancing, had life energy in them, smiling, could cook, was a vibrant soul. They just looked at the physical reality as if they were heavy set. But they picked up them thoughts of guilt, of shame from other people. And they allowed them thoughts to penetrate in their subconscious mind. And now, lo and behold, they now are experiencing dis-ease. And then there's some who have stronger minds and they live long, long lives, obese, die in a rocking chair, never had issues at all. Well, why is it that? Because they didn't allow other people's thoughts to penetrate. Meanwhile, there's somebody who's a fitness trainer, who's buff, and he done caught a damn heart attack on a treadmill. He ate clean. And he always talked about health and wellness. And he did. What happened? This is the thing that's happening. But we have people in the conscious community, they send out messages every day about this here. This here is not totality of alignment with God. This here is a physical, the 0.01 if you conscious. The 99.99, where your inner being is in alignment, is a spiritual. And in that reality, you just have to feel love. You just have to bless your food. And that reality, you just have to feel good about what you're eating, because nothing can harm you no way. Because in that reality, all is God. And you'll never get your health and wellness. No, you'll never get life wrong in that reality. But a lot of people don't want to talk about that because a lot of people mindset ain't there yet. A lot of people ain't ready for that kind of conversation. But it is law. It is law. We have a lot of people that's on that little bicycle with the training wheels, and they just riding. And so in the physical reality, when you're on the bicycle with the training wheels, you're on your 0.01%. And so you got to go through the steps and the motions of paying attention to the foods that may be over here, that may be more alkaline, because that's going to give you a little bit more courage. That's going to give you a little bit more confidence. Yeah, that's going to give you a little bit more power, more love for the foods, right? So this is just a journey that we on, but that's the physical part. But then one day you're going to be riding that same bike, and them training wheels going to be up in the air. and you're going to still be riding. And nobody ain't going to tell you that you're doing it all by yourself. But I come to tell you in this spiritual reality that man should not live by bread alone, but by every word that's proceeded out of the mouth of God. Which means when you get to your spiritual essence, you understand, no, it wasn't about the food. I was doing it all by myself. I was just conjuring up the energy with the food. I was just bobbing and weaving from the ones that Dr. Saban said ain't good for me. And I was going toward the ones that was good for me because it felt good in that moment. But at the end of it all, I look back over my life and I realized that I could not have gotten it wrong because all of it was God. I just needed to manipulate the energy and choose the ones that made me feel good while I ate it. And I needed to stop picking up the thoughts of other people and own alignment in here. I needed to make sure that my body, my temple was ready for any food that I put inside of it, because it wasn't about the food that I was putting inside of it. It was about what was radiating outside of me. Through this physical journey, you begin to release hate, envy, pain, jealousy. That's all you're doing in the physical while you're on your said clean diet. I don't care if it's the vegan diet. I don't care if it's my blood type diet meal plan. I don't care if it's you just drank water diet. I don't care what the diet is. The diet was a tool that you were using, chosen one, to get to the 99.9% of your spiritual essence, for you to turn around and realize that I needed to play the game of life by using a diet to get here. But when I got here, I realized I didn't have to not eat the pork chop. See, this is a circle of life. You go through this with all aspects of yourself, chosen one. It's a big old circle. This is what consciousness is all about, right? So in the beginning, you just over here, kind of like ignorance. Your ignorance is bliss, like, right? And then you ignorance, you sleep, like, right? And then you over here and you get into thoughts of other people. You're getting thoughts of other people, and you're like, wait a minute, maybe I should be woke or something, right? What is it like to be woke? Am I sleeping on myself? What? And then you wake up and then you wanna clean house. You just no, but no, I gotta protect my energy. And now you're all conscious, you woke and stuff, like, right? And in this process, you done cleaned your chakra pools of energy, your hate and your jealousy and stuff that you was holding on from your trauma days when you was ignorant, or in the state of being of ignorance, which was blissful for you, because that's when you told everybody off at, like, right? But the thoughts of others penetrated inside of you, you became conscious. So maybe a lot of people probably right here, but I come to tell you, chosen one, that there's another level. When you go back in that thing. You go back in that thing. Right? You it's almost like on that ascension day. You ascend up into other realms, and then you come back into this here realm, and you're like, wait, I'm going back. Yeah. Well, why did I go out to come back? Yeah, because there ain't nowhere, nothing but in and out, yin and yang, male and female, and we're just doing this over and over and over and over again. So here you go, you come back in that thing. And the only thing that changed was the thoughts. The only thing that changed was the renewing of the mind. The food still stayed vibrating at its frequency. You just now, when you come back and when you circle back to this part of your life, you just look at the food different. Nothing shall by any means harm me. Y'all getting this here? Y'all getting it? I appreciate this lesson. Yeah, reader. So the only thing that changed was the fact that now you know, you ain't believing no more. Now you know that nothing shall by any means harm me. Nothing. But my prior thoughts, I felt guilty about it. My prior thoughts, I was gaining weight from it. Now you understand and you know this to be true based upon what? How you feel. So you know that your thoughts have been renewed when you go back and circle back in and you try something that you threw away. Like say for example, if I was like a Dr. Saban follower, and I decide, okay, I'm gonna abide by this here meal plan or whatever. And no more carrots for me. No more meat. I'm getting rid of all that stuff, like, right? And then I buy. Now I'm feeling good. Okay, yeah, okay, I'm feeling good. Which was really me conjuring up the energy spiritually to get it to knowing that I'm the healer that I've been looking for. But we gonna say it was the food. We gonna say it was the 0.01. Okay, we're gonna say it's the 0.01. But it was me manipulating the energy of the food. And so within that process, that's me over there being ignorant. But my thoughts changed because now I love myself. Now since I done started eating clean, man, look, I don't even want to be with this old in your body. Look, don't come over here with all that. I'm from above, you from below. Get back, you know? My thoughts have changed. So now I'm radiating a new signal. That's all that happened. That's all that happened. It's not what you put in your mouth, is what comes out. So what's coming out of me is a new signal, right? Now I'm clean. Now I'm at an elevated frequency. I'm higher than the food down. I just use the food to get here. And so now it's time for me to go back in. Because ain't nowhere where I'm going to go. Where the Christ conscious one will go. Go up, we rise, and we fall. We rise and we fall. Civilizations rise and we fall. We be sleep mode and then we come conscious. That's all we've been ever doing. We're just energy. We always was, always will be. So it's time to go back in there. And then going back in there, now I have a renewed mind. Now I think it's not robbery to be equal with God. That's the only thing that changed. And I know that my thoughts have power now. Because now when I circle back and eat those same said foods, some of them, I don't want them. I don't want them, some of them, because some of them over here. Some of them are too extremely low, and I don't even want to go there unless I just had an ascension in this realm and I need something. So this here going to be ascetic stuff over here, right? This is all God. And this is going to be alkaline stuff over here, your fruits and vegetables and all of that good old stuff that's supposed to be so high up in frequency. But when I come from an ascension, for example, and out of astral travel, you know how people, they get tired and they be like, because when I come down, I'll be like, hey, you know, I talk to my family, I be like, I look normal. Am I on the ground? I look normal, right? Because I've been so high. And then at that moment, guess what? I want some food from over here. I want some food from over here that's going to ground me. I need some bread. I need a burger. Yeah, I need a pizza because it's necessary. It's an extension of God. That's when I'll fool with this here. Because I understand all is God. But when I go back up in here, the way that I know is because these foods over here, some I ain't gonna want them unless I'm trying to come real down. But the other ones, I just don't want them just because I'm in alignment and it feels so good to be at neutral and above. Y'all getting this here? But if I go on a journey of ascension and I'm way over here, I want to get a little bit further down. I want to get to my neutral state of being. So that means I got to eat something ascetic. I got to get lower because I feel like I'm floating in the air is what I'm saying to you. I want to feel like the humans. I want to have the human experience. So some people will be like, no, you don't mess with aesthetic things. No, I need it in that moment in my life. I need some ascetic things in that moment. That's why ascetic foods are necessary. You can't have yin without yang. You just experience the polarities of God. So it depends upon where you at in your journey. For that person who heavy set, that don't have no sickness or disease, and feel good and in love with their food, and dancing, and radiating, and in healthy relationships, he or she might be over here on the alkaline frequency. But because them healers and came and in the cowspiracy and in all of this other stuff that you shouldn't eat this and you shouldn't eat that, and she done watched it too many times, now she's scared. She was radiating over here, but then her frequency went down because she started feeling guilty. And because she felt guilty, how you feel really mad is she done came over here without eating the food. Because what was coming out of her is, I'm afraid now. I think I'm eating a little bit too much. These people are telling me that I'm a fat humpback. These people are telling me that this means this and this means that. So what's happening is the people who are supposed to be chosen in her assimilated environment ain't telling her this part. They ain't telling her that how you feel matters. They ain't telling her stay focused on your focus and don't let them other thoughts penetrate inside of you. They ain't telling her that. They're giving her a list. This gonna kill you. See, you eat that tomorrow. You're gonna be dead by Tuesday. And she's like, oh my. And every time she say, oh my, she go down a little bit more. She going on the wrong way down the journey. She's going toward resistance. But she should be flowing right here. And not letting, this is why you shouldn't care about what other people say. I am who I am. I am who I say I am. This is why you shouldn't care about other people's thoughts. The most important thing you care about is how you feel on this journey. My thoughts are not your thoughts. Your thoughts are not my thoughts. Even y'all that follow me, y'all can't eat what I eat every day. I created meal plans for blood types, right? But in my regular day, my diet ain't conducive of that particular meal plan because I'm in a different place mentally. I share with you all, sometimes I want these Elmer's Chewies. Y'all know about my Elmer's. Guess what? I ordered me some Elmer's today. If I did a video as a blood type connection catalyst with me eating my Elmer's, people would say, look at her, she ain't even violent stuff she talking about. Look it up. Look up. She like the rest of them. She don't be violent. She be telling us to do stuff. She don't want us to have fun. Mentally, my Elmer's, nothing by any means can harm me. Right? I don't have to count the calories of my Elmer's. Because mentally, I'm over here as it pertains, because I understand the stability and the foundation of it all. That man should not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeded out of the mouth of God, that I'm eating from within. Hey, Elmer. Meet God as just be. Now, when you get up in here, Elmer, you're going to be nourishment for this body. I don't give a damn what you did for them other people. You had cheese and yeast and what? Maltodextrin? I don't give a damn about all of that. As a matter of fact, I ain't even going to read your ingredients because I don't give a damn. I'm eating you. You ain't eating me. I'm radiating alignment. And Elmer, I just love the way you taste. Elmer, when I look at you and I see them little green dots, you ain't nothing but a little chlorophyll, a little magnesium, a little parsley. For me. That's what you're going to do for me, Elmer. This is aching to blessing your food. Alignment is just about you feeling good. So when I'm thinking as I'm eating my Elmer, I ain't thinking, I wonder if this maltodextrin gonna get me. I wonder if this dextrose gonna get me. I wonder if these people in my simulated environment gonna tell me I'm gonna go to hell. I'm gonna die by Tuesday. Because they're putting something in the Elmer's. When you begin to subscribe to that foolery and listen to that foolery over and over and over and over again, honestly, a lot of conscious people do this. A lot. And when they say it over, I'm over here. And then I hear them saying over and over again. Okay, guys, be blessed. I gotta get up out of there. Because my thoughts are not your thoughts. All is God. This is where you want to evolve to chosen one. It's my point here. Where them thoughts of them other chosen ones just express where they are in their journey. You keep going. You don't let them thoughts penetrate inside of you. How you feel matters. So of course, if you sitting up there and you eating your pork chop and you put it to your mouth and you begin to think about how you feel in that moment and you feel some guilt, you don't need to eat that pork chop. It's not the time. Put it away. And I'm not saying put it away forever, though. If you really love it, put it away until you get your mind right. That's what I'm telling you, chosen one. And you go towards something that's going to make you feel confident that it's giving you nourishment in your body. Because all the while you do this, you're just building up momentum. All the while you're doing this, you're building up this spiritual tenacity that's going to keep you your 99.99. This is where you're trying to go. You're trying to get out of here with this silly thing called diet, this silly thing called physical, this silly thing called a pork chop. You're trying to trump the pork chop, but you're at a low frequency. You're over here trying to trump the pork chop. And the pork chop is over here too. So y'all pretty much in the same environment. That's why you love it. This is why you're attracted to it. So, because both of y'all on that low side. You low with your thoughts, you low in the spiritual realm, and it's low frequency too. That's how y'all created and attracted one another. Put them away for a little while. And go over here and get you something to eat. Something that feels good over here, since your mind ain't there yet. But it's my promise, after you eat a couple of things over here, you're going to go back in. And there's going to be a day when you're presented with a pork chop. And you're going to be like, oh, I remember when I was over here. Let me taste it and see what it tastes like. And only one or two things going to happen. You're going to taste it and eat it from within, knowing it can't harm you. Or you're going to be so elevated over here, you're like, nah, I don't like how that smells. I don't even want to go that low today. Maybe if I'm ascending or astral travel or lucid dreaming or something, or sleep paralysis or something, and I wake up in the middle of the night and they happen to have something and I want to come down so I can walk and be like a human again, maybe I'll eat it then, but I don't even want it no more. Thank you. Are y'all getting the concept of this here? This is very, very important. Bless you. This is powerful, goddess. I'm over and understanding this whole message. Y'all got it? Pillow, you got it? Hey, Heaven Sent. Hey, Key. I want y'all to understand this here. This is very, very important. Oh, thank you for the offer. I appreciate you. First time here. I'm liking this. So if you don't want to be swayed by every healer out there, swayed by every emotion, stop listening to them people. Because the most important thing in this journey is how you feel. Guilt-free. Eat what you want to. But you check in with your thoughts. And you check in with your physical reality. You gaining that weight. You feel sick after you eat it. You have that guilt. Well, guess what? You're going the wrong way, baby. Put that food away until you get there. Until you fully get in alignment. Then when you get in alignment, baby, I'm telling you, nothing can stop you. You all the way up. Nothing can stop you. You all the way up. You don't need to be different. You don't need to be different. You don't need no special diet. What your body is really saying is you need to get your butt in alignment. That guilt, that disease, that's just saying, oh, you ain't in alignment. Here's evidence. You sick. Here go your evidence. And you got there because of how you were thinking when you was eating that stuff. Back in the day, you know this to be true. Back in the day, grandma and them used to eat chitlins. I remember her house used to be funky. I was young. I remember that funky house. She used to cook that stuff. They used to eat hog. And then people say, no, but it's not the hog of the day ain't the hog of yesterday. It was still hog. It was still what we call toxic. It was still over here in the acidic range. But grandma blessed that food. Grandma was up in there making that cornbread from scratch with her hands, with that potato salad with her hand, and she was casting a spell on that thing. She was saying that she was about to feed her family. She was blessing that food. She believed what was in her was coming out of her. Right? It wasn't about what she was feeding us. It was about what grandma was radiating in her home. Come on, baby. Come on, give grandma a sugar. Grandma love you. Look what I made for you, baby. Grandma was serving love. Hello? Grandma was serving love. If anything, if we got a little cough or something, grandma knew how to get up in there and conjure up some more love. She'd be like, here, it's gonna be a little nasty, but swallow this. You'll be better in 15 minutes. Like, how I'm gonna be better in 15 minutes, grandma? And now in this age, we got long haulers. It's because of what was radiating or what is radiating out, the signal, the thought. Grandma through thought was healing us and loving us and seeing us through the eyes of God. Grandma was in alignment. You couldn't tell Grandma that stuff. Grandma, why Dr. Sabi said we shouldn't be eating carrots, Grandma. Grandma would turn around and bless his soul, tell Dr. Sabi I said so and so. Right? Because Grandma was operating from spirit. 99.99%. And when you grow up, chosen one, and I don't mean to be ugly when I say that, because this is like you being a babe in Christ right here. This is about you still having a training wheel. But when you grow up and you get to this here place and you go back into this here realm, because you done truly renewed all of your thoughts, not just your thoughts about yourself, but your thoughts about your food too. When you truly renew all of your thoughts, then you're going to truly understand that man should not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeded out of my mouth. Because I'm radiating. Because I'm not operating power. Because life is happening through me, not to me. Because I'm eating my food from the inside out. It ain't eating me. And when you get there, then you're going to know what this message was about. Okay? Whew. It's offering time. The doors of the church are open. I am First Lady Goddess Just Be, and welcome to the Inner Being Church. For those of you that are new here, I am Goddess Just Be. I help people on their wellness journey in the area of mind, body, and soul. And if you want to subscribe to my newsletter, please do so at saltoftheearthpub.org. And those who are not there yet spiritually with their 99.9% of knowing that nothing shall by any means harm them, well, I can help you get there by feeling good and get it in alignment based upon your blood type. I have blood type meal plans. I have detoxes. I have all types of herbal remedies and potions on my website. The master course is called The Power of Your Blood, the Wokest F Blood Type Connection course. If you're interested in that, it's available on my website, saltoftheearthpub.org. Everyone else, if you want to donate to the Inner Being Church, I have Venmo now, y'all. So I have Cash App and Venmo, and my Venmo and Cash App both are entitled Goddess Just Be. Cash App or Venmo, Goddess Just Be. I appreciate the offerings. I appreciate you all being here and allowing this here word to penetrate in your subconscious mind. Maybe you're not ready just yet. Maybe you're still with your training wheels right now and you're not able to fully embrace it. And that is okay. Find a thing in the physical reality of the 0.1 that feels good. That's all I'm saying that you need to take from this message. But for those of you that are ready, that have already been through different levels of expression in yourself and you going back in with your renewed mind, it is my promise, it is my knowing to you that nothing shall harm you because all is God. All is God. Any questions? Grandma was definitely radiating love all through the cooking process. Thank you for the offerings, everybody. I appreciate you. Thank you for sharing your knowledge with me. You are so welcome. You are so welcome. It's beautiful truths. And so when you hear other people, we need to grow collectively. And I share these things with you all because we are collective consciousness. When you hear of other people constantly on the bandwagon of they trying to kill us, they this and they that, who the hell is that? When all is God. Who is that? I want you all to begin to challenge that thought process. You ain't got to challenge the people. I'm just talking about you. You challenge that thought process. Who the hell is that? If I'm alone in this simulated environment and I just have reflections of myself and everything's just vibrating at a different frequency, all of this here frequency, if I roll it up together is God, who the hell is they? Nothing else exists but God. Make it make sense, chosen one. Make it make sense to you. Not to them other people, to you. Thank you, Latasha. Thank you, Heaven Sent. Thank you, Crystal. Thank you, Yamasep. Thank you, Suken. Thank you, Tia. Thank you, Dewana. Thank you, Dee. Thank you, Nash. Thank you for the offers. I appreciate every last one of you. There is no they.
chosen one. You are alone in a simulated environment experiencing yourself. And even as the food, you're experiencing different aspects of yourself, vibrating from the acidic to alkaline range. Even you're experiencing your reflection. And wherever you are, let's say you are right here. All of these people in your simulated environment are you. They are expressions of you. Nothing can exist but you, because nothing can exist but God. And to make it even more plain, I want to show you. I just did this here that I have scratches on was just God vibrating at different frequencies. And then I scratched it out. I scratched it up because I was showing you where you were at, right? So we had 0 over here and it got a 14 over here. This is your alkaline, your pH level or range. But here's the thing. This is nothing but this. God put together. Still vibrating. All of it is God. We just opened it up. God is whole together right here, and it is opened up right here to experience the totality of itself. Nothing exists but God, chosen one. You make it make sense in your mind like this. I need you to know this in your mind so you don't be wobbling when you get off of this video. Nothing. I said nothing exists but God. If you fool around in the simulated environment and start believing in this fear, and start believing, oh, I'm going to die by Tuesday if I eat another pork chop, then you'll fall astray from yourself and you'll be over here experiencing the lows of God. When the biblical text told you, God ain't give you nothing but the spirit of power, love, and sound mind. Love, power, and sound mind is over here. At the high frequency, at your best, you best over here, chosen one, not over here talking about I can't eat this, that this gonna kill me. But in order to get over here, you got to renew their mind. You got to think it not robbery to be equal with God. So that means there's work for you to do, for you to clear them thoughts. There's a return to sender aspect or transmuting energy that you got to do aspect. You got to become the alchemist in this journey. That the thoughts of your reflections that's in your simulated environment, that they don't penetrate. Yeah, your thoughts are not my thoughts. My thoughts are not your thoughts. Oh yeah, that might happen to you, but it ain't happening over here. No, I eat from within. No, my food, no. Me and my food got that relationship. I love my food. I love myself. My food know that when they get up in here, it ain't wilding out. My Cheetos, my Elmo's Cheetos, it might hurt you, but not my Elmer's. Nah, it ain't hurting me. I'm from New Orleans. That's why maybe we have a New Orleans relationship since in New Orleans, Chiwis, I don't know. But just make it make sense to you. It don't have to make sense to them. Just as long as you done became and made it a law in your subconscious mind, because your laws can't come and turn around and vex you. No, you make it a law in your subconscious mind, and it's going to be a law for you, and it's going to hold you down, and you're not going to get sick. Nothing shall by any means harm you. Your law and other people's law going to be different. Now, you go try and abide by their laws out there, and then disrespect the way that you feel, ignore the way you feel. You're going to experience dis-ease because you're not abiding by your law in your subconscious mind. So figure out your laws, chosen one. You can't subscribe to everybody's law. It don't work like that. You're supposed to be the operating power in your simulated environment. You're supposed to be on the throne of your life. Writing the law, not abiding by everybody else's law. We gotta grow from that. Because if not, we're gonna keep on creating more and more of these people that come forward to tell you what you can't do. When you could be, do, or have anything that you put your mind to, chosen one. You got to get out of them boxes. Got to get out of them dark places. And this is why wholeheartedly my passion is more into talking about spirituality, because this is the boundless universe. This is why wholeheartedly my day ones, they know God don't be wanting to talk about that health and wellness now. Because I understand that it's just 0.01. It can be a box mindset. When I would rather teach you about coming out of the damn box, because there's a boundless universe. And you can eat your pork chop or your chicken or whatever you want because you God. Because you that powerful. Along the journey, one more thing before I close this here out. Along the journey, we'll first find out. Let me know if you ever heard about this here before. We'll first find out when we become conscious beings about this law called the law of attraction. Right? Anybody ever heard of the law of attraction? The law of attraction. Anybody? Uh-oh, this one here wants to sleep. Excuse me. Anybody? That's right. That's so true. Yes, the law of attraction. So the law of attraction is something that we find out about when we become conscious, right? At first, we was ignorant to this law. When we find out about this law, sometimes we get a little pissed off because you mean to tell me I created my own reality? I created this crap? Yeah, sure did. Oh, thanks for letting me know. Now, what the heck am I supposed to do about that? And then you think about all the things that you done created, like, oops, that's why I'm broke. Oops, that's what I'm saying. Oops. Then you start guilt tripping, like, right? Yeah. Then you got to purge from all that. Then you're doing all right. You start to kind of like figure the thing out. And then you find out about another law. They got more than one law, y'all. If you're a babe in Christ, you probably only heard about the law of attraction. But then there's this other law. It's called the law of assumption. Yeah, the law of assumption. Anybody ever heard of that law? Y'all got there yet? Positive beings brings positive. Yeah, negative brings negative. You ever heard of that one there? Law of assumption. So the law of assumption is in the biblical text too. The law of assumption in the biblical text too. When they say, think it not robbery to be equal with God. Oh, that takes assumption. When I was just telling you about the pork chop and you not eating outside, you like eating from within first. Yeah, it takes a law of assumption. A law of assumption of being healthy. You just assume you're healthy. You just embody that state of being. And you embodied it because you changed your thoughts and you went back in. You knew pork chops existed already, but you're just going to assume, just like my Elmer chips, that it's good for me. But you got to believe it, though. You got to believe the law of assumption. Or you just looking crazy. I'm trying to get you to step up a little bit. Yeah, I know you know about the law of attraction, chosen one. But I want you to know, not just know of, but I want you to know that you are abiding by the law of assumption. Because that's another level. If you're going to assume you whole and healed, then you just assume it. And you eat what you want. If you're going to assume that all things are working out for you, you just assume it. And all things are just going to work out for you. It's graduation time, chosen one. Because the diet thing is getting played out. Because you God. I'm going to say that again, and I really want you to hear me when I tell you this. The little diet thing, the little back and forth diet thing is getting played out. Because you God. What God look like saying, no, don't bring me none of that cranberry sauce. No, it's going to kill me. What does your source look like saying that? What does the Almighty God look like saying, I created it, but it might take me out? Make that make sense. It don't sound good. It don't even look good for you to wear because you're greater than everything in this realm. You created everything in this realm. Okay? Thank y'all for the likes. Thank y'all for the shares. Thank y'all for being here. Thank you. Shorty says, can you name a better way to live? The better way to live will be alignment. By doing everything guilt-free and alignment. And the way you live like that is you check in with how you feel. Like today, for me, I normally have been coming on earlier, but I'm later today because it felt better to wait. It's alignment and then for me. Today, I felt hungry, right? I felt hungry. I searched within me to find what would feel good or feel best for me to digest. Alignment and then.
This is the way to live. This is the only way to live if you want to be living in spirit, if you want to be living in the totality of who you are, which is love, power, and sound-mindedness every day. But we done fell so far away from that part of ourselves, and we done paid attention to how other people told us we were supposed to feel. So now it's like, hey, how do you do that? You check in with yourself day by day by day, and then checking in with yourself, you're checking in with your inner beingness, which is your spiritual essence. When you, me, we check in with ourselves, what I'm saying is me, my physical, my 0.01, the black lady you see, is checking in with my subconscious mind, my 99.99% that you don't see, which is infinite intelligence. I'm checking in. And I'm trying to make sure that I feel like my spirit is feeling, because my spirit, my inner being is always feeling love and joy and happiness and optimistic about things in life. And so when I do that, that's how I live my life day after day after day. And if it don't feel good, I don't want it, because that means I'm out of alignment. And you begin to do this and you understand that the way is open for you and nothing shall by any means harm you, because you done put on the whole armor of God. Now you and the Father are one, be simply because 0.01 plus 99.999% equals 100% of the totality of God. Now you, two versions of you, your physical, your spirit, the came together and reunited to God. And that's how you live the life. And you don't let nobody else based upon what they've been through or where they are on their journey. You don't let their thoughts penetrate inside of you, because you got your own kingdom going on. That's the whole recipe. That's the answer to everything. Alignment and then. And so when I'm saying eat from the inside out, I'm saying go within this here inside before you eat that food and you check in. They got some mashed potatoes, some collard greens, and some turkey necks on this plate. Who am I talking to? I'm talking to my spirit, my inner being, my 99.9%. Yeah, that's on that plate right there. I'm just checking in. Do I feel guilty about this? You're going to get an emotion. You're going to get an answer, because you never ask yourself a question and that you don't have an answer to. Do I feel guilty? And you just logically figure it out. If you ain't there emotionally just yet, logically figure it out. Well, if it was on my plate and I was going to do the logical way, I'd say it out loud or inside of my head. Well, no, because potatoes is highly beneficial for my blood type, and I really love them. Ooh, you put some salty salt on there. Oh yeah, I got minerals, 80 plus minerals. So I'm thinking about how I feel instead of, if I don't know how I feel instantly, I'm telling you to do it this way. And then the collard greens, oh yeah, that's the magnesium, chlorophyll. Oh yeah, that ain't no problem right there. Turkey necks, oh yeah, turkey necks are highly beneficial for my blood type too. They lighter meat. I love turkey necks. I don't see no disharmony here. So that's how I logically checked in. Spiritually, check in, go like this. Potatoes, collard greens, turkey neck. Oh, that sure look good. Sure smell good. Sure make me feel good. Oh, my mouth is actually watering right now. I want to indulge in it. I don't feel no guilt, man. Let's eat, right? So I don't feel no guilt. Now I checked in with how I feel, and that's letting me know my inner being saying, go for it. And then I eat. But if it was something on there that I didn't feel good about, let's say some ice cream on that day, somebody gave me ice cream. Oh, thank you, babe. I appreciate you. So I logically think about it. Well, I don't like the texture of ice cream in my mouth. It's really making my mouth feel way different from wanting that hot meal. No, I don't think I want that. Let's say I was overweight. Well, I've been fighting this weight a lot, and that's a lot of calories. If I'm thinking that means no. That means don't touch that thing, because how I feel matter. That means I'm gonna be in guilt. Like, right? So now it's not the time. But what I could do is I could eat something healthier in this moment I'm not saying that I'm going to never eat ice cream because I really like the taste of ice cream. But what I'm saying is I'm not in alignment to eat ice cream right now because of how I feel, because of this guilt that I'm feeling. So now is not the good time to eat the ice cream, because if I eat the ice cream while I'm out of alignment, then my ass going to get fat. I'm going to take about the high fructose corn syrup that tricks your brain into thinking that you're hungry when you're really full. I'm going to eat the whole tub. Then I'm going to want another one. Then I'm going to want some next week. And then I'll just be like a little crackhead. And I just stopped. I just weaned off of it. So this is not the right time. So what else can I eat in this moment that's going to make me feel good, that's going to satisfy me? Let me do that instead, because that ice cream right now is going to bring guilt to me. And this is what you do as it pertains to health and wellness. And it depends on where you are energetically. It don't depend upon, and y'all know I help people with wellness. It don't depend upon what I say. Now, who get up here that sell meal plans, that is a herbalist, that teach people about health and wellness, that will honestly tell you it don't matter what I say? Shit, that'll make me money. But I'm not here for your money in the aspect of you getting out of alignment. I need you in alignment. It don't matter what I say. What matters most is how you feel. Y'all getting that part? What matters most is how you feel, not what God has just said. I can tell you the 0.01% as it pertains to your blood type. But you, when you get consultations with me, when you get mentorship with me, I got to ask you how you feel. When you go to the doctor going to ask you how you feel on a scale of 1 to 10. What matters most when you get into your spiritual essence of being conscious is how you feel. Why? Because alignment matters most. Alignment. And then your food will listen, because your food understands you are the operating power. However, if you don't order your food, if you don't command your food to be what you want it to be when it comes inside of you, it will destroy you based upon the way that you are feeling guilt about it, the way that you are giving it a program or making it behave inside of your body, God. You didn't give it no orders. You looked upon it as if it was more powerful than you, that it had the ability to destroy you, the ability to give you high blood pressure, the ability to come inside of you and expel parasites inside of you. You thought that up, because nothing exists but you and your collective consciousness, your ability to think. This is how you create through your thoughts. That's why you got to check in with yourself all the time. This is what true consciousness is about. And a lot of people ain't here yet, but I want to explain it to you for when the day will come that you get here, if you're not. And if you are here, so you can understand that all is well with you. And don't you let anybody lower than you penetrate in your head and stop you from evolving to greater and greater. Because you are given love, power, and sound mind for a reason. Activate sound mind one day, chosen one. Activate sound mind so you can grow into other realms and leaps and bounds of who you really are. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Thank you, Intervene. Powerful, powerful. Any questions? I'm about to get up out of here. Thank you all for being here today. I'm so thankful for each and every last one of you. It's time to grow with health and wellness, y'all. It is so time. It's been so time. We're evolving to the new age where a lot of people are becoming more conscious about what they're eating, where the medical industry even are, it's aching to the season when all of that got to be destroyed and crumble down as to what they had, as to what its purpose was in this reality, as it pertains to it being kind of like on that ascetic range, like for the low frequency beings. But if we evolving, we don't need things like that. If we evolving, we gotta get to a place where we understand, wait, it was my mind the whole time. Where we evolving, we gotta get past the food too. The disagreeable people about the food. We gotta pace that up, y'all. All right. Any questions? You're welcome, Dwayne. Thank you so much for being here and sharing. No problem, lovely. I love this. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome.
So we're about to pray. Thank you all for donating to my Cash App. And for those that just got here, I got Venmo, y'all. Venmo and Cash App. And my name is Goddess Just Be. So for those of you that kept saying, well, I don't have Cash App, I have a Venmo as well as Cash App. My name is Goddess Just Be. And we're about to pray and we're about to get up out of here. Thank you, Inner Being. Take a deep breath in and blow it out. Take a deep breath in and blow it out. One last time, take a deep breath in and blow it out. Thank you, Inner Being, God, Source, Infinite Intelligence. Thank you for this message that man should not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God. Thank you for the understanding that the chosen ones have, that the mouth of God means their mouth. Since we were made in the image of the source of God. So the things that we say, the things that we think, it sends out a message, a signal that can't come back to us null and void. Teach us thought by thought by thought. Blessed prayer over our food, by blessed prayer, by blessed prayer. Teach us how to eat from within first, how to radiate from within first. Teach us how to truly bless our food for once and for all. That nothing shall by any means harm us because we are in alignment. That nothing can step up to our level because we are so elevated in alignment. Teach us this sound mind. Teach us this power. Teach us this love, which is the highest frequency of being in alignment. Send us reminders of this. Teach us how to practice or do or create the alchemy that is necessary for the reflections in our assimilated environment. That we transform the things that they try to penetrate and bring over here in our environment, simply because we know how to stay in alignment. And type in the comments. From within. I eat from within. From within, from within, from within, from within, from within. From within. Life happens through you. From within. If your food is hurting you, baby, it's coming from within. Write it down, cast a spell, understand what you're writing down, and move forward knowing it's coming from within. It's not the food that defiles the man. It's what's coming out. From within, from within, from within, from within, from within. Type that in the comments. From within, from within, from within, from within, from within. Now, when you hear them other people, you understand this here. From within. From within, from within, from within. That's how people get dis-ease and disharmony. It started within their hate, within their guilt, within their pain and their shame for themselves. From within. From within, from within, from within, from within, from within. So that means if you're radiating hate from within, you got to change it. If you're radiating guilt from within, you got to change it. It ain't the food, it's from within. It ain't the food, it's from within. It's not the 0.01, it's you, God. It's not the little bitty herb, it's you, God. You got to renew your mind and go within and think you're not robbery to be equal with God. This video, thank you, Inner Being, was from my heart to yours. Y'all have a good night. Okay, bye. From within. Woo, that was beautiful.